As European leaders are preparing for a key mid-December summit to discuss the terms of Britain's departure from the bloc, recent developments in Ireland have cast a cloud over the high-level talks. Before Brussels moves forward with trade negotiations with London, it wants one matter resolved, and that is the issue of the future border between EU member Ireland and Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK.
We need to preserve stability and dialogue on the island of Ireland. We need to avoid a hard border. I know that this point is politically sensitive in the UK. It is not less sensitive in Ireland.
The Irish Prime Minister is due to give the bloc such an assurance, but Leo Varadkar could witness the collapse of his minority government soon, as lawmakers in the opposition Fianna Fail party have submitted a motion of no confidence in Deputy Prime Minister Frances Fitzgerald. She is under fire for her handling of a legal case involving a police whistleblower. Opposition Fianna Fail supports the minority Fine Gael government in what's called a confidence and supply arrangement. A vote of no confidence in a minister would result in the termination of that deal.
Certainly it is not consistent with the confidence and supply agreement that was put in place between the two parties. And so Fianna Fáil, in my view, are behaving recklessly here. Ireland does not need an election right now. There's no reason why the Taoiseach should be forced to resign.
Well, it's a very obscure case, and it's a very abstruse definition. Somebody is supposed to have sent her an email about a whistleblower case involving the police. She claims she never saw it, but the Sinn Féin say she should accept responsibility and resign. None of the two major parties, including the opposition party, wanted to resign, but the opposition has now said that they won't necessarily support her in a no-confidence vote.
Irish Prime Minister Varadkar has told the lawmakers that if the motion was not withdrawn by Tuesday, he would be forced to hold an election before Christmas. The opposition party, however, says if the Deputy Prime Minister steps aside, an election can be avoided. But Varadkar has made it clear that he will not ask his aide to resign, saying, "What that would mean is me throwing a good woman under the bus to save myself and my own government, and that would be the wrong thing to do." A source close to Varadkar's minority Fine Gael government says it has started preparations for a snap poll, but is the Premier truly risking it all by holding general elections?
Sinn Féin, Gerry Adams, the leader of Sinn Féin, and of course he denies it, but the former leader of the Provisional IRA is about to step down, and this leaves a sort of gap at the leadership of Sinn Féin. So one of the things is that the various contenders in that party will be trying to show who's the hardest of them all in return for winning the leadership and thereby getting into government.
The Independent has in an article predicted that there would be good prospects for a victory for the Prime Minister's party should he press ahead with the snap election that the paper believes many voters do not want. The 38-year-old Leo Varadkar assumed office in June, and the Fine Gael supporters see him as untested. This comes as his rivals, who held political office for years, failed to make significant economic progress in the European country. The Independent also views Varadkar's giving up his aide as a big disappointment for his party. The Premier knows that economic issues would quickly dominate election campaigns, and the case against his deputy would be shadowed. Seemingly, a snap election will best serve the interests of Varadkar and his Fine Gael party under the circumstances.